on this computer.
You wanna watch it on
Okay,
here?
so we're recording, so hopefully, I'm just gonna go like this the whole time. But hopefully she will be able to come on.
Oh, she's joining.
Oh, there she is. Okay, cool. Missed a call from Allie. Okay, cool. So let's do this. Where's my?
Put it on.
I better not be not cool. Hey, Victoria. Oh, and another person too. Tia. Damn, Carissa. Look at you go, girl. Getting your girls on some calls. That's awesome. That never happened. Tiny but mighty team over here. I love this. This is awesome.
Amazing. I'm like so hot. I'm so excited for everybody.
For this Zoom call. Hang on.
I definitely need help with sponsoring. I had 8 people below me, and they all stopped and quit. And 3 of them suspended this last month, and 3 more suspended this month.
Who's that?
Hey, sorry.
Hand.
Larissa?
Yeah.
Larissa number 1, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, okay. Can I ask you guys a question? Is anybody doing my 30-day sponsoring run?
Me.
Anybody else?
I have a list of all the ladies in it.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do, you guys, is I'm gonna let's see. There we go. Okay. Perfect. So here's the thing, you guys. If you have issues with sponsoring, and if sponsoring is something that you know that you really need to work on, and you know that it's something that you need to get better at, thanks, baby. Then it's definitely. As soon as you have an opportunity to be a part of something that's going to help you with sponsoring, like my 30-day sponsoring run that I started, definitely jump on it. At the very first sign of, being able to be participating in it, okay? Because it's super, super, super important. I literally wake up every single morning. I go live in this group, and I give training specifically every single day. I'm committing myself to going live in this group every single day to help you guys learn and grow when it comes to sponsoring. Okay, so if sponsoring is something that you need help with, I would definitely, we're on day 5 of the sponsoring run, but I would go in there and make it a point to participate the best that you can, okay? Because it's a really, really, really great way for you to be able to learn about sponsoring and get really good at it, okay? Because if there's one skill that you should master in this business, it's sponsoring, okay? Because you always have to be sponsoring. Like you said, you had 8 people on your team, and now none of them are working. So here's the deal with that, okay? You can't, what should they do if they can't hear? Who can't hear?
So I'm trying to message them, but I didn't want to cut you off in mid-sentence.
No, that's okay.
The only way they can't hear you is depending on how you add it into the voice call.
Yeah, you have to choose a certain way to you have to choose a certain way to come onto it. You have to choose the audio.
I had to use the internet audio.
Okay, you have to choose the internet audio. So she'll have to go back out and come back in.
Okay.
Okay.
And Misty's downloading it, so and okay, yeah, everything's good.
Okay, cool.
They're trying to redial in.
So
I'm gonna be driving, so I'm gonna put my phone down, but I'm listening.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right.
So if there is, honestly though, you guys, if there's one skill that you definitely need to master, I would say 100,000% it's sponsoring, okay? Because like you said, Larissa, you had 8 people on your team, and then all of a sudden it's working. That's always going to happen. That's always going to happen. You're always going to have somebody that comes in and they skyrocket to blue status or something, or they skyrocket to green or whatever, and then all of a sudden they disappear off the face of the planet and they go into the witness protection program. It's because you can't want this more for somebody than they want it for themselves, but they do have to experience that friendship, and they have to experience that relationship with you, and they have to experience that love with you. It can't be like a managerial relationship where you're like, oh, come on, girl, you're just pushing them constantly. There's got to be cheering on, there's got to be love, there's got to be all that stuff as you start growing your team. Because if they wanted to be a part of something that was where they had a manager or somebody dictating what they were doing or pushing them and all that, pushing is good, but you've really got to have that love and be having that relationship that you're growing with them. So you want to be their friend, but you also want to be their leader. And so, but becoming really good at sponsoring is going to be something really, really important that you do, because the better that you become at sponsoring, while you practice, obviously, you want to be reaching out to people and practicing while you do it. But you know, it's really important to master that skill. And obviously, like, it's going to take you time because it takes time to master any skill, just like it takes you time to master riding a bicycle. You know, it's going to take you time to master how to send the right opportunity message, how to seal the deal. But honestly, if you are going over the trainings, I have so many trainings in Lash Out Loud, like tons of sponsored trainings. Like, I've literally, like, I've sponsored 640 people, over 640 people. So I have literally dedicated my time to making videos and posting trainings and stuff like that for you guys in Lash Out Loud. And also I'm doing the 30-day sponsoring run right now as well. So everything that I'm doing right now is for you guys. Like, I'm literally, I'm breathing, eating, sleeping. Everything I do right now is for you guys. I'm doing the sponsoring run. So I would get in there as soon as possible and start kind of like trying to catch up as best as you possibly can. But basically what we're doing is we're reaching out to 10 to 20 people every single day for the first 10 days of the month. And we want to get to 100 people that we've reached out to. And we're already sponsoring and they're like crazy. Like, people are growing their teams mad because they're offering the opportunity. They're learning, they're getting really good at it. So, I would honestly take the time to go through and listen to those videos and stuff like that and take the time to get good at that skill, because it's super important to be great at that. Okay?
I haven't seen too much of her. She's cute.
She's crazy. She's going through like her little grumpy phase where she's like really, really grumpy about everything. Are you okay?
Looks about 2 to 3.
And then, okay, so Corrissa was saying something about like the kudos and everything like that, and earning the selfie trunk, because she said that a few of you guys have missed earning the selfie trunk. And so this, you know, doing this, selling the 10 of the kudos is such a great opportunity for you guys to get up on earning that selfie trunk. And so the best way that you guys can go about earning the selfie trunk is by honestly going and thinking about it. I've already sold 14 or 15, I think, 15 of the kudos bundles, because I've messaged all of my previous customers. I've messaged my friends and my family personally, and I have been posting, you know, videos about like the videos that other people are posting. I've been posting pictures of the palette, like just blowing it up like crazy. And I'm also telling people that I'm in a contest, because really people love to help you win a contest. Okay, so I'm letting them know, like, hey, I'm in a contest and I really need your help to win. All you have to do is order one of these course bundles from me. They're amazing and they save you $30. Can you help? Can I count on you to help me win this contest? You ask them, can I count on you to help me win the contest? And I literally don't shut up about it. Like, I talk about the kudos bundle every day, all day long. Okay, like all day. And I'm messaging everybody about it. I'm making videos about it. I went live even just to talk about the contest, you know? With everything that I'm doing, I'm just blowing it up. And all you have to do is sell 10. Like, that's so easy to do in a 30-day time period. I know you guys can do that. And it's a great opportunity for you guys to earn that selfie trunk, which is so incredible. I'm obsessed with it. I keep all of my makeup in it, and the light that comes with it is awesome for lighting in your videes and stuff. It's so perfect. I know, it's awesome. Like, I love it. And then, so I don't know if you guys also know about this. I don't know if you guys know about going pink in 90 days and how you can earn a $200 cash bonus. Okay, so that also goes along with like the Fast Start program and stuff like that. But you have 90 days to hit pink status. It's so easy to do. You just have to sponsor a few people, get them on your team, get them kind of like working together with you cohesively. All you guys have to do is collectively sell $2,500 in a 1 month time period. This is definitely a month to do that, you guys. Because especially, I don't know if you guys know this, but later on at the end of this month, we do 8 days of sales. So we do a Black Friday sale, we do a Cyber Monday sale, and then we do other sales every single day for 8 days.
What do you think?
30 to 50% off of like certain products, okay? And so that's why you guys have been hearing me talk a lot on Lash Out Loud about momentum and why
Draw me a picture.
For Thanksgiving.
Birthday card, draw me a picture.
And that's why you guys have been hearing me talk so much about, okay, we're going to do that. We need to copy these. About momentum, because it's so crucial to gain that momentum right now. Because like, you want to be sponsoring a lot right now and putting yourself out there and like getting your name out there and stuff every day, because the more that you do that, when these bundles come around, say you even have kidnappers on your team, okay, the more kidnappers and presenters that you have on your team right now, when those bundles come around, you have to really reiterate to the people on your team, hey, these bundles are being launched and you get an additional 20 to 25% off. So it's going to be like 75% off for a lot of people. Your kidnappers, what you're going to do is you're going to find that your kidnappers will stock up on these bundles, which guess what that's going to do for you? That's going to boost your company sales, okay? And that's why November is always ridiculous. Because if you're growing your team and you're having that momentum like crazy right now, you're sponsoring a lot, you're showing up, you're having that energy, people are looking to you, they're excited to see what you're doing and all that stuff, you're going to have a lot of crazy momentum at the end of the month, and your life is going to change. Like, your life is going to change. If you get up every day and you show up and you rock out with your business every single day, especially this month, man, at the end of the month, your life is going to be totally different. 100%. 100%. You're definitely going to get some kind of promotion, and you're going to earn some kind of bonus, and you're going to make so much money because you're going to sell tons of makeup. Your team is going to sell tons of makeup, but you've got to be having that momentum every single day, and you've got to be booking those parties and stuff like that, you know? Because it all kind of is like a well-oiled machine, right? So you're booking the parties, you're growing your network, you're showing up live every day on your Facebook, and you're doing this all cohesively, and you're offering the opportunity to people every single day. So as you do that, you guys, the momentum in your business will pick up, and it just gets better and better and better and better the more that you do those things. And you're booking the parties, so you're growing your network, and then they're trusting you. They're learning to trust you. While you are, you know, showing up live and everything on your Facebook page, they're trusting you as a stranger. They're trusting you, you know? And so then later on, you might offer them the opportunity, and then 6 months later, after they've been watching you for 6 months, you're pouring your heart out in your live videos. You're really being vulnerable. You're letting them know why you have such a passion for what you do here. They're going to 6 months maybe down the line, be like, man, I've been watching this girl on her journey, and she is crushing it. She's having tons of fun, and I've seen her confidence grow so much. I'm ready to join her team. They're going to be like, I'm ready to join her team, you know? And they're going to order from you later on too, because they're going to trust you so much more than they did before, because they've been watching you this entire time. So some people come to me and they're like, oh my God, I'm so discouraged, Amanda. I keep reaching out to all these people. Everybody keeps saying no. I just started, you know, but I'm getting so many no's. What you have to remember is that, it takes time to grow a business. It takes time to grow a business, but you've got to show up every day, and you've got to be consistent, and you've got to be, you know, doing everything in your power to be growing that trust and showing up every day, you know, because the more that you are growing that trust, and, you know, you are, you're showing up every day, the people are going to see you and they're going to be like, man, I want those products, because they've seen them every day for like 6 months or a year. And then finally they're like, oh my God, that stuff is awesome. She can't be lying about the quality of the products now. Or, you know, I want to do a party with her because I've seen what the products can do, and I'm ready to try to get some for free. Or, you know, they'll see that you know, love this so much, and that your life is changing so much because of it. They've been following your success journey. And then, you know, 6 months to a year later, they're like, okay, I'm ready to join this girl's team. It just takes time and consistency, and you've got to be persistent in the actions that you're taking, so that you can really gain their trust and build that momentum. Like, momentum is everything in what you're doing, because the more momentum that you have, the faster you're going to gain that success. But if you keep stopping, starting, slowing down, stopping, starting, slowing down, every time you quit your business, you have to start all over. You have to start all over again from the very beginning, like you just joined all over again. Every time you quit and you stop working for like a couple of days or a week, you have to start literally from scratch, and it sucks. And then it becomes harder and harder and harder, and then you don't want to continue on with it because it just keeps getting too hard to rebuild your business, you know? So you've got to start. You've got to gun for it. You've got to know. You've got to have a clear vision for why you want to succeed in this business, okay? And once you know why, like, what does success look like for you, you guys? Like, what does no debt look like for you? What does not having any financial problems look like for you? What would it mean for you to literally have no, dude, look at him. Okay, stop. Sorry, my dog likes water. Shh. So you just have to kind of think about that. Like, think about all the things. Okay, what do you want to solve with this business? Like, what do you want it to do for your life? You know, do you want to show your kids that you know, that you did this thing, this crazy thing, and that you worked super hard and you succeeded? And do you want to show them that, like, they can literally do anything that they set their mind to? Because that's what I want to do. That's why I do this. And my why, you guys, I'm going to share my why with you. So my why in this business, you guys, is to not only show my kids that literally anybody can achieve anything and be successful, but my why is also to be able to. Okay, wait,
Say hi.
So my why is also, you guys, to be able to show you, like, you know, that you can do like that. Literally, it doesn't matter where you come from, who you are, what you look like, what your religion is, what your background is, what race you are. You can literally achieve so much success that it's not even funny. And that's what I strive for. You have to know why you're working for this. Why is it so important for you to show up? Why is it so important for you to never give up? You have to know that. You have to write it down, and you have to literally put it everywhere so that you have in the forefront of your mind why you're doing this and what success looks like for you. Because when you wake up and you know what success looks like for you, you will wake up hungry every day. But you've also got to be like, my thing is like like a lot of people will ask me, Amanda, how do you stay motivated every day? Like, how do you wake up every day and you just want to work your business? And for me, the way that I stay motivated every single day is I listen to books. You know, like, I wake up in the morning and the very first thing that I do, I drink my coffee, I eat my breakfast, and I also learned this in the beginning of my business too, was do what successful people do. And so I listened to all these books from successful people like John Maxwell, Tony Robbins, Eric Worre, Grant Cardone. I looked into their life and I was kind of like, okay, what is their process of life? Like, what does their day look like? I was like, because if whatever their day looks like, I need my day to look like that too, because I want to be like them. I want to make as much money as them. I want to be as successful as them. I want to have the freedom that they have. And so I found out that they wake up, the first thing that they do is they do something that makes them feel good. Okay, so I drink my coffee, I eat my breakfast, and while I'm cooking my breakfast and making my coffee, I turn on a good book. A good book that's going to help me grow, and a good book that is going to help me get really fired up for the day. And now also what I do is I go to the gym. Okay, because that really, like, I'm telling you guys, and not that this is your lifestyle, because it might not be, but for me, I've noticed for myself, when I was going to the gym every day, I was waking up, I was going to the gym. I don't even listen to music at the gym. I listen to books. I listen to books. I listen to books that motivate me and inspire me and that make me want to be a better person. And that's honestly where I get all of my inspiration from to train you guys on, is all the things that I learn in these books. And that's how I've become who I've become, because I have taken all these different things from the books and I put my own spin on them and I teach it to you guys. You know, and that gets me fired up. I leave the gym and I'm in the car and I can't even process all of the ideas that are coming to my mind. I literally, my notes app in my phone is just all like, while I'm reading, I come up with all these ideas of things that I want to do and how I can better myself. And so that's how you're going to get yourself pumped up. I know that it's going to suck, but I'm telling you, like, if you just turn the TV off, if you just, you know, like, I read this book one time, I went to the seminar once, and John Maxwell was talking. He's like a very famous author. He's like a multi-million-dollar author, best-selling author, and he's a leadership expert as well. And he said something I'll never forget. He said, successful people don't know who got voted off the island. Okay. And that was like, oh my God, that's so awesome. And I learned a long time ago in this that if you really want success, you got to turn the TV off. Okay. Because so many people are like, oh, I'm so busy, but yet you still have time to watch like 3 hours of your favorite TV show every single day, you know, or like you still have time to freaking, you know, go and like whatever, like little things that you can eliminate. So that, like, get up an hour earlier, go to bed, you know, an hour later and get up an hour earlier. Like, maybe lose like an hour of sleep. Like, success. What is that? Okay, thank you. Success comes to those who are hungry. Success comes to those people who are going to go above and beyond what average people will not do. Mom, okay, so you've got to like step up and you've got to do the things that average people don't do. You've got to be above average. You've got to be a freaking hustler and a go-getter, and you've got to know why you need to be that person. Why do you want to be that person? So I think, yes, 10X girl, I was just listening to that at the gym today, actually. Kennedy, I'm doing a training, baby. I have no idea where your pencil sharpener is, so you're going to have to go look. Okay, please, for real.
That's the first book I listened to, and I'll share it in our team chat.
Yeah, it's a really good book. Honestly, like you will be like, first of all, his voice is so sexy. He's really nice to look at. But like I like the audio version of the book because he just like he talks all fast. And the audio version of the book, like he adds like a few little blurbs in there, like something he said, like he said something and he's all, come on, man. Like it was so funny, like in the book. And I think it was like, you know, you don't want to disappoint yourself by setting your goals too high. He's like, so many people talk about how they don't want to set their goals too high because they don't want to fail to achieve them. Come on, man. And like he adds like these little blurbs in there that just get you so pumped up. You're like, oh my God, this is awesome. And like, it's just the best. Like that book changed my life. That book is the reason it got me so fired up to do so many trainings that's the reason why I got asked to speak at convention. Like, because it got me so inspired. Like, I don't just wake up. I wasn't just like born an inspiring and influential person. I grew myself to be this person. I was inspired by other people before me who have written books and who have gotten me fired up. You know what I mean? That's how I became who I am. I grew myself to be this person. Like 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago, you guys, I was like boring. I watched TV, like The Real Housewives of Atlanta was like my favorite show. Like I literally would just put myself in a food coma and just watch that show, drink vodka and like wine every single night and just like, you know, do my mom things, clean the house, do the dishwasher stuff. You know what I mean? Like my life was boring. And now I'm so fulfilled. I am like so fulfilled, and I never would have thought in a million years that this was going to be my life. So I just want you guys to know that if I can do this, being this little boring lady, like, yeah, I still had green hair and all this other crap, like when I was, you know, before I started Unique, but like I was just a regular gal. Like I stayed home. I was bored. My husband worked away. He was gone offshore, away, working for months at a time. I was by myself, basically a single mom. And then all of a sudden I found Origami Owl, which is like jewelry. And you had to like keep all this inventory, all this stock, all this crazy stuff. And like, I didn't have time for that. I didn't want to go into debt to make money. I didn't want to do that. And I didn't like home parties. I'm a very introverted person, believe it or not. Like if you ever meet me in person, I'm like, just going to try to say things to make it not awkward. But I get nervous, especially around my team, because I'm like, man, I don't want to disappoint anyone. Like, I don't want anyone to come meet me and be like, that's Amanda, weirdo, you know, or like anything like that. And so, you know, I'm very introverted. So for me to go and do a home party was like really difficult. It was very scary for me. And so when I found Unique, I was like, no, I can't do that. Like I sucked at this. Like I was bad at sales. I've never had a sales job before. I've never done videos or been in front of a camera or anything like that before. Like I've never done anything. And when I first started this, I wouldn't even speak in front of the camera. Like I literally, because live videos weren't available yet, I would sit there and I would just be like, you know, like I wouldn't even speak. Hated my voice. I hated my crooked lip. Super self-conscious. Okay. And if I can grow myself to be who I am today and to get the success that I've gained, that I have today, so can you. But you have to understand that it takes time, persistency, consistency, and you have to have your vision and your why at the forefront of your mind at all freaking times. All times. You have to know exactly why you're doing it. Are you doing this so that you don't have to go back to work and miss out on your baby? You know, are you doing this because you don't want to have to, you can't afford daycare, but you also can't afford to stay home? You know, are you doing this because you need that confidence, because you want to be an advocate for survivors of sexual assault? Like, why are you doing this? Why? It can't just be, I need money. Why do you need money? You know? Oh, well, my kid needs dental work. Well, why is it so important for you to help your kid get that dental work done? You know what I mean? Maybe your kid's getting picked on at school and it would mean everything for you to help your kid, get that dental work done that he needs or whatever it is. Just think about it. And you've got to dig deep. If it makes you cry, you've hit exactly why you're doing this. And it's really important to know exactly what that is. It's like striking oil. Like as soon as you strike that oil and you start crying, those tears start coming out, you've reached your why. If your why doesn't make you cry, that's okay. It will eventually. It will eventually. When I first started, my why was I just wanted to be the best. I just wanted to be number one. I didn't have a real why, like I really just wanted to make a bunch of money and be rich. And then the more that I got into this, I was like, okay, cool. I could like change people's lives with this. This is awesome. People started telling me their story. And so now I live to serve others. That's my why. I live to serve others and help them change their lives. And it means everything to me. Everything. I don't care if I lost all my belongings, all my money, as long as I can help people change their lives and be free, man, that's my why. right there. Like, I love it so much. So my advice to you guys, if you really want to do this, like, get the book, The 10X Rule, take 10X action. Like, any one of you guys on here could go green status this month. Like, any of you guys could. Corrissa could. Larissa could. Samantha could. Like, anybody could. It just depends on the action that you're willing to take. Okay? Like, Sarah Smith went green in 2 months. You want to know why she went green in 2 months? Because she literally did not stop. She did not stop hustling. She has gone from white to orange from January. So it's not even been a year and she's already orange status because she does not stop. She figures out, like, stop focusing on what's not working. She stopped focusing on what wasn't working. She came to me one time and said, man, I'm trying everything. It's not working. And I said, Sarah, you got to stop focusing on what's not working and start focusing on what you need to do to get the things that aren't working. Okay. If something is not working for you, maybe you're sending opportunity messages and nobody's responding. What's not working about that? What's happening that you need to change? Okay. You need to literally talk to everyone, grow your network, do everything that you're doing now faster. Okay. Like, book parties faster, book more parties faster. Okay. Message more people faster and build more relationships faster. Become obsessed with success. Become obsessed with getting to that end point and where you want to be in the future. Become obsessed with making it happen. Book parties, sell the makeup, sponsor the people, grow your network, and grow yourself. Those are the 5 skills, the 5 things that you need to do in this business to gain success. Okay. And every ounce of anything that you need to do those things is all in Lash Out Loud. Everything. All you need to do is pay attention to that group. That's all you need to do. And then you need to take action on the things that I teach you in that group. It's so important. So many people I'll post a booking blitz and then like the next day it'll be over. And so many people will comment on the post and be like, oh, I'm in. I'm like, girlfriend, it already ended because you didn't pay attention to this group page. So you missed it, like, you really got to pay attention to that stuff, so that you don't miss anything. But just get serious. Like, just get super serious about what you're doing. Have fun, have energy, and just go for it. Like, if you're going to start with one training in Lash Out Loud, go with the trifecta training. Like, and use the search option in Lash Out Loud and just search trifecta training. And you will be blown away, mind blown. It's everything you need to succeed right there. Everything. And if you need help sponsoring, join the 90-day or the 30-day sponsoring run. Or just use the magnifying glass and Lash Out Loud to search sponsoring, So I think that my challenge for you girls, once we get off of here, I want you to write down your why. I want you to take some time for yourself, like 5 or 10 minutes, and just sit there and like think to yourself, why am I doing this? Why did I click join that day? What was it that day that made you click join? And I want you to write it down. And I want it to really mean something to you. That's funny, Larissa. That's so cute. But I really want you to take that seriously. Take that question very seriously. And then if you have not done so already, I really, really challenge you to go live and talk about that. You don't have to dig deep. If it's something that's very close and personal to you, maybe, you're a survivor, and you don't want to go into details or you don't want to talk about it, maybe just change it around and be like, I am obsessed with what I'm doing because, and the reason why I want to be successful is because I need to regain my confidence. I need to regain myself. I need to get myself back. I want you to just figure out a way that if you're not comfortable talking about it yet, that you can turn it around and turn it into something that does make you comfortable, but just know that success begins on the outside of your comfort zone. Okay. If you're comfortable, you're not growing. If you're comfortable, you're not growing. Okay. So that's my challenge for you guys. I don't know. Has anybody on here done a why video? I know Corrissa has. Kinda, Larissa? Is that what that means? Kinda? Yeah. Anybody else? Kinda. A lot of kindas. So I want you guys to do a video just dedicated to why you're doing this. Okay. And I'm going to tell you right now why that's so important. The reason why it's so important is because, like I said before, the whole reason why people are not joining or buying from you yet is because they think that this is a fly-by-night thing that you're just going to quit. And maybe 6 months from now, only 2 of you will be left because the rest of you will have quit. You know what I mean? But I'll tell you right now, the more that you open up and share with people why this is so important to you, the more they're going to support you. You'll notice in everything that I do, I'm very vulnerable with everything. I shared the post about how I was going through a divorce. Like, I'm very open. My life, I put my life out there like an open book on Facebook. And I was the most private person ever. Like, everything on my Facebook was friends only. Like, I was like, I don't want any weirdos coming to steal my kids. Like, I'm not putting my stuff out there on Facebook. And then I realized, like, those same weirdos that are on Facebook have better access to me at the grocery store, you know? So I made everything public, and I've never had any issues with anything ever, except success. I've had a lot of success, okay? And it's because I put myself out there. And I talk about why this is so important to me, what it's done for me. And I've gotten people to trust me. And the more that you show up every single day, people are going to trust you. And they're going to want to do this with you. And they're going to want to order from you. They're going to want to support you because they want to help you have a better life. And they want to see you succeed. Believe it or not, people want to see you succeed. They do. So that is my biggest piece of advice for you guys. Really just use November and the momentum, like I said, to put yourself out there and sponsor like crazy. Like, offer that opportunity to everyone that you possibly can. Get a notebook and offer the opportunity to everyone. Even if you have to go back and like restart the 30-day sponsoring run by yourself, or maybe you guys do it as a team, you know? If anybody on here wants to really dive in and like grow their business huge, like go in there and 10x it, like get caught up with us, you know, and go for it. And just like give it all you've got and really go hard with the sponsoring. Because like I said, later on this month, man, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be real crazy. The first November 2015, I hit green status in November because of all the things that happened. And then I maintained green status every single month until September of 2016. I hit purple status. So I went from green, I skipped orange, and I went to purple status because I kept going. And I had so much momentum that I double promoted. Then September, okay, I hit purple. October, I was like orange. I didn't even qualify as purple. And then I went right to black status in November. November is the month that crazy things happen. But you got to be on board and you got to be all in. All in. Okay? Does anybody have any questions about anything? No? Let's see. Amanda, challenge, go live. You go, girl. That's awesome, Larissa. I can't unmute. Oh, you muted yourself, huh? There you go. Awesome. All right.
Sorry, dishes.
That's okay, girl. I totally get it. Nobody else has any questions or anything like that? Can't believe you guys had 9 people on here. That's so cool.
You know what's awesome is everyone that's on here is literally in the 30-day sponsoring run.
Everybody is awesome. That's so cool.
I have a separate notebook just for those people.
Dude, okay, tell me one by one. Larissa Houlihan, what's your goal this month?
I want pink.
Okay, so go get it, girl. Like, non-negotiably, okay? If you listen to that book, The 10X Rule, non-negotiably, he'll say set your goal and if you don't think that you're going to get it, you don't lower your goal. You don't lower your goal. Set your goals high. Set your goals high because that way, like, listen, if you set your goal as pink status and you know for a fact you can achieve it, but then you don't hit pink status, you're going to be really disappointed trying to get a really low goal. But if you set your goal for blue status, and you don't hit blue status, you're going to be a little less disappointed because you at least achieved a lot of amazing things working your way to blue status. You're going to be a lot less let down when you go for something big, you know? So always increase the effort, never decrease the goal. Okay, that's what he says in that book. He says, always increase the action, never decrease the goal. So many people will be like, oh, I want green status. And then like, oh, it's not going to happen. So at least I'll be really good if I settle for blue status and I get that because I know I can make that happen. Always go for increasing the action that you need to take to get there. Because more than likely, the reason why you're not achieving your goals is because you're not taking enough action and you're not educating yourself enough on what you need to do to get there. Okay, so let's go to Elizabeth. What's your goal, girl?
Pink.
Pink status. Get it. What about Larissa Carey?
Oh, I don't hear her. I know she's here.
Larissa Carey.
She's black.
Maybe she's not really here. She's just here, but she wanted us to think she was here. Okay, Ashley, you're next up, girl. What's your goal? Unmute yourself.
Was that me?
Yep.
Okay. I want to make enough money this month. I might go to Christmas by myself.
Okay, so what's going to get you that money? Is it going to be yellow status? Are you, like, what's your current status right now?
White.
Your white status? Okay. And what is it, like, how close are you to yellow?
Not very close. So yellow status
that Ashley?
would be awesome.
That's
Yes.
okay.
Yeah,
that's
but
Ashley.
I think
You're
she's like 20% in.
Okay, that's awesome. But you know what, though, Ashley? That's a lot closer than 0%. Okay? That's a lot closer than 0%. 20% is a lot closer than 0. Okay? So I have seen people go for, like, if you dive into this right now and you go for it and you start diving into the train, like, have you finished the new mogul training document?
Not yet.
No? Okay. So go back into that document, and my task for you is to go into that document, girlfriend, open it up and go hard and hit it hard and complete every single task. I want you to finish the document by the end of this month. I want you to finish that whole document, because I know if you finish that whole document by the end of this month, you could potentially finish this month as pink status, because something crazy could happen. You have some confidence, this background, will to succeed. And then all of a sudden you're like hustling like crazy. You have all the skills you need to succeed. And then boom, like you start selling like a maniac and everything goes crazy and you're pink status. You know what I mean? And you earn that $200 bonus, girl. Like, there you go. There's the cash you need. You know what I mean? So that's my task for you. Dive into that new mogul training document. And if any of you guys on here haven't finished it, it doesn't matter. Like Sarah Smith, my orange status that I was telling you guys about, she said that she goes to that new presenter training document, the one that is in the pin post and Lash Out Loud. She goes to that, you guys, like every couple of months. She goes back to the basics, because it's back to the basics. And she reminds herself of the things that she needs to be doing every day to succeed and teaching her team, So it's really important. That document is super, super crucial. Also, side note, we're doing a team party again on 11/12, and it's going to be called the Ugly Sweater Glam Games. Okay.
Oh, nice.
It's going to be awesome. So I want you guys to be freaking going hard. Like, get that trust and that faith out there for people to want to support you, so that when that time comes, your customers are going to be like, yeah, I want to support her. I want to help her succeed. They're going to want to join your team when I go live in that group and I'm talking about the opportunity and what it's done for me and talking about Christmas cash and all that stuff. They're going to want to trust you and support you because you've been showing up at that momentum. Okay. Tia, what's your goal for the month, girl?
Pink.
All right. I love it. And how about you, Samantha? Little Miss taking notes.
Did you notice that? My hands are blue. I don't know how that happened. I want pink.
Okay. That's awesome. I love it. And then Misty, what's your goal?
I want to get the selfie trunk.
Okay. But what status are you right now?
I am qualified as white, I believe.
Okay. And how close are you to yellow?
About 40%.
Cool. That's really close. That's awesome. That is so awesome. Okay, so I think that your goal, I think, should be just set it as pink. Who cares? Like, just set your goal as pink and then take the action that you need to take to get there. You know what I mean? Like, just freaking show up. Corrissa is a bomb leader, you guys. She can brainstorm with you guys everything that you need to do to get to those goals. But set your goal. Set your intention. Why do you need that goal to happen? Okay. And then I want you to come up with a game plan, but don't spend all your time coming up with the game plan. You got to take the action while the game plan is brewing. Okay. How many parties do you need to book to hit pink status? How many messages, about the opportunity do you need to send out in order to get yourself to that goal? I promise you guys, if you message 5 to 10 people every single day about the opportunity, you might go blue status. Okay. Like, if you are taking the action, don't just half-ass it. Like, sorry, there's kids on here, but don't half-ass it. Okay? Nobody ever got anywhere. Like, why strive to be good when you know that the only thing that gets celebrated is excellence? Why just be good when you could be the best? That's like what everybody should strive for, is to be the best that you can possibly be. Knowledge is power, you guys. Do the things that it takes to be successful. Commit yourself to growing every day. Commit yourself to watching a video and Lash Out Loud every single day. And you will gain so much knowledge. I give so many like really particular skills that will help you be successful. It's all right there. And all you have to do is go get it. It's there for you. It's all yours for the taking. All you have to do is go get it. Okay? All right. All right. now I'm like, okay, what can I do? I need to go do something. This is awesome. So I hope that this helped you guys. I hope that you guys are pumped up and ready to take some freaking November action, okay? And this year strong. Like, the holidays are coming, okay? Before I joined Unique, you guys, I had to put all of my Christmas presents on freaking credit cards and go into super debt, okay? Or I just didn't buy anything for any of my kids, like nothing. We didn't celebrate Christmas really. Like, I would get them one thing because that's all I could afford to get my family. I don't want any one of you guys on here to experience that, like, ever again, okay? I don't want anyone to have a Christmas where you can't afford to get your kids whatever it is that they want, okay? I want you to be able to take your family to Toys R Us or whatever it is, or your mom to wherever she wants to go, and I want you to be able to get her whatever it is that she wants to get, or whatever it is that your kids need, okay? Like, none of us should ever struggle. Nobody deserves to struggle. You guys have everything that it takes to be successful. All you have to do is go apply yourself. That's all you have to do. You have it all already in there, okay? You are freaking smart, rock star, amazing. You have everything that it takes to be successful. All you have to do is go out there and freaking get it, okay? All right, you guys, I'm gonna end the recording. Let's see, how do I do this?